He won't swear in 16 appeal court endorsed lawmakers, Speaker says. Oh boy. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly in Plateau State, Gabriel Dewan, has said that he will not swear in 16 appeal court endorsed lawmakers. It's a serious one, oh. And I know that that state has been in controversy for some time now, since they won that governorship case at the Supreme Court. This has been the next battle they're fighting, and that state House of Assembly is now in disarray. But let's dive into the details to see exactly how this is happening. In Jos, Gabriel Dewan, the Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, has said he will not recognize the 16 lawmakers who were declared winners of the election into their various constituencies by the Court of Appeal when victories of the People Democratic Party's candidate who won the election were annulled. The one who said he has a court injunction against recognizing the APC lawmakers as members of the Plateau State House of Assembly, however, said he will also not recognize the 16 sacked PDP members who attempted to resume plenary on Tuesday despite being sacked by the Court of Appeal. But the one said he would only recognize 8 members of the assembly, while the sacked PDP lawmakers and the other 16 APC lawmakers with the certificate of return will be shut out for now. The one said this while speaking to journalists on Tuesday in Jos, following the resumption of the lawmakers after a long recess, after the Court of Appeal sacked 16 members elected on the platform of PDP. There was mild drama earlier on Tuesday at Old Government Jos, the temporary venue of the assembly, after a police tear gas accidentally went off. So the tear gas went off as police personnel were trying to stop supporters of the sacked members from gaining access to where the lawmakers were billed to sit. However, the 8 members gained access to the temporary premises of the assembly, but the others were denied entry. At present, there are 32 members laying claim to the seat. Since the 32 members had their certificates of return and are laying claim to their mandates, it would be unlawful to admit them into the chambers. For now, only 8 members will be sitting. I have a court injunction restraining the House from inaugurating the 16 APC members. Yes, they have their certificates of return issued to them by INEC, but they can't be inaugurated until the final determination or vacation of the injunction, he said. So the embattled PDP lawmakers had arrived at the refilled Old Government House in Jos in the morning alongside their supporters preparatory to their resumption of plenary when the incident happened. The policemen and other security operatives took over the premises of the government house and prevented the sacked lawmakers led by Ishako Marine from gaining access into the chambers of the House of Assembly, but the lawmakers vowed not to vacate the premises. So the Court of Appeal had sacked them on the grounds that the PDP had no structure and could not field candidates for the 2023 elections in Plateau State. So the court thereafter declared the 16 All Progressive Congress APC members who came second in the election as winners. So although the former lawmakers kicked against the development, their protest regained momentum after the Supreme Court overruled the appeal court, which sacked Governor Caleb Motwang. So in its judgment on January 12, the Apex Court held that the lower court erred in nullifying the governor's election, whereas the case of the former lawmakers could not be heard at the Supreme Court. So the PDP legislators had said the Apex Court ruling was binding on them. Can you imagine? So addressing journalists after emerging from the chambers, the Speaker of the Assembly, Gabriel Dewan, said, as you will recall, on November 22, 2023, the Plateau State House of Assembly went into recess and adjourned to resume on January 23, 2024. And today, as you can see, we are back to resume our legislative duties officially. I pray God Almighty will take control within the new year, and we are nearly to give the government of President Bola. We are ready to give the government of President Bola Tinubu and its executive governor of Plateau State all the needed legislative support. Asked whether the House would allow 16 sacked PDP lawmakers to resume their duties or swear in those who were declared winners by the Court of Appeal to take over from them, the Speaker said, "I am not a law interpreter. For now, we are lawmakers, but I am in receipt of a court process that regards the issue." Okay, so at the moment, we have 16 vacancies at the State House of Assembly, and there are court processes over this. So as I am talking to you, we have 32 members claiming the seat, claiming the 16 vacancies in the Assembly. That's a very controversial one. 16 APC and 16 PDP, making them 32. Okay, going for 16 seats. And like I said, we are lawmakers and not law interpreters. So we allow the institution saddled with the responsibility of interpretation to interpret the law. So in due course, we will feed the public with the next line of action. But for now, we have only 8 House of Assembly members until the determination of the court process. Reacting, the leader of the 16 sacked PDP lawmakers, Marin Ishaku, expressed satisfaction with the position of the Speaker and led his members away. "We are satisfied with the position of the Speaker, and at the right time, we will know who the rightful owners of those vacant seats are," Ishaku stated. Silvanus Namang, spokesman for the APC in the state, defended the absence of the 16 members of his party who were declared winners by the Court of Appeal during Tuesday's plenary, saying they could not have showed up in line with due legislative process. Oh boy. So he accused the PDP lawmaker of overheating the system with their presence at the resumption of plenary, which he said was unnecessary. So Namang said, "We are not under any impression that our 16 members who have their certificate of return will attend any plenary today, being Tuesday. As a law-abiding party, we know that it is only the 8 recognized members that were supposed to sit today. Then after that, they will admit our 16 members who have their certificate of return." So all the 16 sacked PDP members invading the House today is very unnecessary and unfortunate. They are only resorting to self-help and overheating the system, and this will be more injurious to the PDP government in Plateau State. I think this rascality has to stop because the desperation will not take us anywhere. We are law-abiding citizens, and nobody owns the state more than any other, the APC spokesman said. Now, wow. I think the Speaker of the State House of Assembly is a smart person, because the truth is, if those PDP people had come in and sat, before you know, they would take some illegal decisions and then they will do some things that are not binding. The certificate of return is resident with the 16 APC lawmakers and not the PDP. So this contest continues, and I think the guy made a very strong, smart decision there, that is the Speaker, for not letting anybody in until court concludes the hearing and the judgment. Otherwise, they will find a way to, cause problem in that State House of Assembly. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. I think there are a few comments from a few individuals. Let's see if we can share. Okay. Somebody saying, "Speaker playing with fire. His days are numbered and will soon be impeached by the APC lawmakers who are now in the majority." Okay. So when we talk of rascality, who is more rascal than Lalong, whom almost rendered the State House of Assembly useless during his tenure? Okay. And then this dangerous trend will undermine democracy. The Speaker, as a maker, cannot impugn the integrity of judicial processes. But that is it now. So the recipe for disaster will consume him with all those responsible for this impunity. Okay, that is your comment there. Okay, since the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land and has ruled in the same matter in governor's case, that ruling nullifies the appeal court decision. Supreme Court says PDP has structure in Plateau State. That's all. So the structure is not for the governor alone. So those are the few comments. There are more, but time will not permit us to go through all of them. Let's have a comment, and thank you for listening.